Howdy everybody, how you doing today? Welcome back to my world. Just floating high in the sky, kind of looking down on everything, seeing what's up. Got some another challenge, another Botania challenge today. It's not really Botania, but it was in the book, so I kind of messed around with it, and that's this little gadget here. And the challenge. I was talking about challenges last time. Actually, it's kind of the same day, I guess. No, not technically, since it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. But if you go to challenges, it's got some stuff. And I've kind of clicked off ones that I've done pretty much one way or the other. And some I won't do because I've already done it. Or like this Kikamura setup. I did that in the season 1 of my world, and this time I'm just using EMC to create the cake instead of making the whole cake factory. I didn't want to repeat it. But this one is a bone meal farm, automated farm that utilizes bone meal to quickly grow crops on demand, and that's what this little thing is right here. Now, it's not completely automated. I don't have it set up to collect or automatically fill. That'd be easy enough to do, but this isn't something I'll be using a lot, so I didn't worry about it too much. But what we have is, this is actually kind of a vanilla Minecraft thing. If you look up micro farms, these were real popular for a really long time. Once you have a good source of bone meal. Whoops, I didn't mean to turn that on. Let me go walk. Yeah, there's pressure plate right there. Let me turn on my magnet. You don't need a magnet, but of course it helps. You ring a magnetization or whatever magnet you've got. There is a shrouded pressure plate right there that turns it on and off, so I don't have to go down. But it works on the. Thanks to Botania's dispenser tweaks, you can actually auto plant. In vanilla Minecraft, what you do is you stand there with the crop you want to use, and you would click the dirt. You would just keep clicking the dirt. You would just kind of keep clicking the dirt, and it would plant and unplant and plant and unplant, that sort of thing. Or you could do what I used to do is just make it so I would just every time I left click, right click, left click, harvest, plant, and the dispensers will shoot out bone meal. Once you have a good mob farm going, bone meal is easy to come by, and it's a lot easier to do. If you need to stack potatoes for food, you just come over here and hit it and move on. And potatoes are pretty good. Baked potatoes are pretty good. I think they're real close to like steak or pork, something like that. So potatoes are awesome. But it also works for wheat or any kind of crop like that. So what you do is you turn it on. And what this one does is, since the dispenser tweaks in Botania actually will plant a crop, we've got fertilized dirt down there, which is really nice. So we don't have to have a water source to keep that from drying out. It plants, the bone meal hits it, grows it, and then the piston will push it up, and it just kind of automatically goes on its own. And when we're done, we got enough food, we just come over here, step back on the pressure plate again, turns everything off, and we've got potatoes or wheat or carrots or whatever you're looking for. It looks like with some of the Minecraft changes coming up, golden carrots are going to be real popular. So having a good gold farm and a carrot farm will be good. But this is what we're looking at right here. This is where I kind of designed it. It's a little cleaner underneath that one, but you can get the point here just so you can kind of see how this works. Up top we have the same thing. This one has just seeds in it. And what it does is we've got 2 timers. This timer, again, you'd want to use hopper timer here if you do not have anything Oh, I'm sorry. You can use the hourglass also. I guess I should try using that thing. I keep forgetting about it, that it's in there, and I have not messed with it. Uh, but I don't think it will work for this one because this needs to fire very, very quickly. If you look at this one, that's not right. That should be right there, all the way down at 0.20 seconds. This one needs to be anywhere from 150 to about 2, depending on your server. And what will happen is your piston's going to fire first. We're going to leave that on 1 tick. And your dispenser with the seeds in it, which is this one, you want it to fire after it. So you want it to move up first and then plant. And then the next time it fires, it's going to get rid of that. So just piston first and then your dispenser. I just have redstone here because I didn't want, or redstone torch here because I didn't want to build another wall and run it over. But it wire or a torch, whatever, it'll power the block behind the dispenser, which will fire the dispenser. Now over here, like I said, this one's got to fire rapidly, and it needs to be hooked up to all 3 of the dispensers. Don't put it on this one right here next to this block. It screws up this for some reason. It makes it rapid fire, which it really shouldn't, because it's not, well, it really shouldn't be powering this block, but it seems to. So just make sure you take that into account when you build it. Now, if you do not have access to a timer, a rapid firing timer like this, and I don't know if the hourglass from Botania will go really, really fast or not, but if you don't, you can always use what's called a comparator clock. This is what you would use in vanilla Minecraft. This is what I use anyways in vanilla Minecraft to do the rapid fire micro farms. And this is just a comparator in subtraction mode. And if you don't know what subtraction mode is, it's all you gotta do is put it is this little, I guess this is a torch. I don't know what these things are called. This little torch in the front, you click it so that's up, and that puts that comparator into what's called subtraction mode. I never really used subtraction mode, so if you want to go look it up and see what it does, I have a basic understanding about what it does, but I'm not going to make myself look stupid and actually try to explain it. But it's going to, you're setting a feedback basically. So it's going to send a signal. It's going to come back over here, hit this repeater and put it back into the comparator, which is going to make it kind of rapid fire. So this is what you'll want to use if you don't have a fast timer. This is also kind of neat. You can use this to make blinky lights. If you're going to make blinky lights, though, you got to make sure you slow it down. If you have it all the way like this, and you put a lamp or something on there, it doesn't pick it up. So you want to make sure you slow that down if you use it for anything else. So this is your timer. Don't forget your timer right here. This can be whatever you use for timer. And this needs to be, like I said, anywhere from about 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. Any faster than that, the bonemeal may not fire off and grow your crop. And again, you need to have your piston with the crop on top fire first. And then as soon as it comes down, this dispenser should be firing and planting it again. And the whole time this thing is firing off. Now the neat thing about the bone meal in these dispensers is it doesn't get wasted if there's nothing going on there. It only shoots it out if there's something there to grow. So you don't waste it if there's nothing in here. So don't worry about your bone meal. You can actually do this for a very long time with just a few stacks of bone meal and get you plenty of food. Get you some wheat and carrots and taters. So now I can tear all this stuff down. This is going to be a really, really short video. I just wanted to kind of show this and knock down one more of the challenges. Oh, and before we go, I do want to show kind of some updates to the I haven't wired this yet. Again, it's kind of the same day, really, for me. Oop, shit. Turn this off. Where's my magnet? Turn it off. You'll notice I kind of put the water back in the wall. I don't know if you can see it over here. It kept glitching, and it would every once in a while put cobblestone right here, and every once in a while it would get rid of that water source. So I moved it back one, and I haven't had a problem since then. So, oh, and I also closed this off with glass where it kept making cobblestone. So that is some fixes I made to the cobble gen here, just to make it a little bit more efficient, and it's doing real good. Might as well throw that in there. So we have plenty of stuff going over. It looks like our quarry's finished. I don't think we're running anything else in the quarry. Probably done. Yeah, it's not running anymore, so that means it's done. Tell you what, let me eat, sleep, and we'll run over to the quarry world real quick, just so you can kind of see that even if we didn't have Project D in here, we would still be resource heavy. If this is like the tech pack where we have ME and all that stuff, it would basically we'd have the same resources that we do now. I mean, if you can see here, I've been steadily quarrying. Oh, I hate those stupid node things. Hello. Oh, froze a little bit there. Guess it was loading in. So you can kind of see that, we've quarried out a pretty big area here and a huge area right here. I mean, this is, why is it stopped over there? It shouldn't be stopped. Did it unload maybe? Which direction am I going here? Here we go. There's a quarry. I think this thing stopped. It's too soon. Should still be going. Let's run over here. There's our marker. I always get these little lines in really big quarries, which is weird. Nope. I guess that was just the map not. Yeah, that was just the map not loading in correctly. But you can see it's quite huge. And it just looks awesome, doesn't it? I just love the way these quarries look when they're just wrecked. But these are weird. I never can figure out why these happen. I'm guessing these are like server burps or something. Like maybe the game loses track, like when it skips, or you turn the system on or off or something like that, and it's still running. No telling. So we've got probably won't run that quarry again. I'm just gonna leave the orchid thing running, let it do its thing. I do shut it off before I turn off the game, because I don't know if it'll do it now, but before I fixed it, when I would turn the game off every once in a while and turn it back on, it would kind of burp right there at the beginning, and it would kind of get out of sync. So I do shut that off just in case when I leave. So guys, I appreciate you coming by, and don't forget to hit that like button, leave some comments, say hi. Till next time, appreciate it. I will see y'all later.